Of the tape. The Mongolian 5 out, Gono 5'9", Gono 154.9, Narantungalag 154.6. The experience all the way to Akihiro gono.
MGL1 キックボクシング 70kg トーナメント優勝。2010年 MGL1 総合格闘技 73kg トーナメント優勝。Jadamba Narantungalag。赤コーナー176センチ 70.3 キロ第4代全日本キックボクシング連盟ヘビー級王者2005年プライドウェルター級グランプリ2005 3位2006年プライドウェルター級グランプリ2006 3位ゴーのアキヒロ
Akihiro gono, who said at yesterday's press conference, if he wins tonight and Masaki and Hioki win, it will be the greatest night of his mixed martial arts career. There was a night back in the old Pride days when both Gono and Masaki won their respective fights. That was the highlight for him. But should he win this fight and Masaki win the main event with Hioki having already won, it will eclipse it. You saw a big scar on the body there of Gono. He was actually diagnosed with liver cancer as a child, was given almost 0% chance at survival by doctors, but he beat the odds, and here he is for the first time as a lightweight in his 15-year career. Michael Chavello, Frank Trigg, Hans Thompson with you, minus 1300 Gono, plus 650 Narantungalag. Gono needs to keep moving. Let's see if he'll employ some of the boxing training he's been doing lately.
Gono's always had a weird style because he always rotates right to that power hand no matter who he's fighting.
Nice.
He's circling right to Janana's right hand, which is right to the power side. He does a good job of ducking out of the way all the time. He's always done it most of his career, so it's not something a flaw that he's trying to fix tonight. It's something that he always does.
You remember last year he was on the receiving end of what I think was the knockout of 2009 against Dan the Handler Hornbuckle at the St. Thomas Super Arena on a Sengoku card. As we said, he's been training in boxing with Georgie Nogi and grappling with Naoya Uematsu in preparation for this fight. Inside thigh kicks there from Narantungalag. Nice jab from Gono. And that's the direction he does not want to be going in. As Frank said, needs to drift the other way. And now he goes there. You see Narantungalag trying to cut off the ring. Inside thigh kick from Gono. And again. Narantungalag is setting that right hand. If he can move in and close the distance and get an opportunity to land the 1-2 with the emphasis on that 2, that's what he'll go for. He's not kicking it up. He's not changing levels. He's just looking for an opportunity to pull the trigger on that straight right hand. He's forcing Gono to move. Now they clinch up. Gono backs him towards the ropes. Narantungalag drops the right hand to the lower left rib cage. Knee to the midsection. Both men trade up in the blue corner.
See, both guys in a clinch through knees. No one got hit in the junk. A little space. Got to pay attention where you're throwing them. That's all.
Oh, turning back kick. Ushido Geri to the midsection from Narantungalag. Overhand left. That was nicely done. Looking for that counter shot off the lead, Narantungalag. Shin across the rib cage there from Gono. Thought to go to his left, then went back to his right, now back off to his left again. He tried to sit for a jab. Beautiful takedown from the Mongolian. Goes to the rib cage. Gono back to his feet. The crowd appreciating a very good first round so far. Narantungalag continually on the front foot here, Frank.
He's doing a good job of trying to keep going right in front of him, always moving him. Whenever he gets too far away, he cuts the ring off. But he's not really in that space to throw that right hand at all.
Great jab from Gono. We saw the use of the jab from Gono in his last fight. That was so impressive, Hans.
2 minutes remaining.
Gono, who was all over Diogo Gonzalez last time out, using that jab to good effect. Just trying to bully him against the ropes here, Narantungalag. Oh, nice knee to the breadbasket, trying to fold him in half like a piano accordion. Just controlling the left wrist now, the Mongolian. Looks to pull the head down of the Japanese fighter. Narantungalag holding his own very well so far here in the first round, Frank.
Doing a good job pushing the pace, pushing him in the corner. He did some really good hand fighting there just a second ago, and then stopped right after he tried to pull his head down. Gono's a lot smoother at this weight class. He is definitely moving left and right, but also, like Hans commented earlier, that he's actually listening to his corner a lot more than he used to.
1 minute remaining.
60 seconds remaining. Oh, the right round kick! Narantungalag pulling off the acrobatics, and certainly the crowd enjoyed it. I'm guessing that's something that Asashoryu wouldn't have shown him. I doubt Asashoryu could get his legs up that high.
He's lost some weight since he's been out of sumo, hasn't he?
Oh, beautiful double hooks there from Narantungalag off both hands, and again rips in that right hand like a flamethrower to the jawline. And once more from the Mongolian, drills the knee into the midsection, then goes back up to the jaw, drops the right hand down to the waist. This is solid work in the clinch from Jadamba Narantungalag of Mongolia.
I like how he hand fights in here. He keeps pushing Gono's hand across, keeps tying up the wrist. He gets his hand free to throw a right hand in close quarters.
Narantungalag throws some power. Look at the build on him. For this lightweight division, he is built like a mini miner. Into the first round. I like it for the Mongolian, Frank.
Yeah, I give the Mongolian the edge. I mean, Gono looked good. He definitely, held his own, but he got pushed around and couldn't control the center at all. Big takedown right here. Catches the slag, steps in nice and hip, turns it over. Almost like he was trying to drop a knee on his face when he did it, too. So, like, all of a sudden, these countries you don't think about, like Azerbaijan, these guys you don't think about, like Mongolia, all of a sudden they have great wrestlers. They're from the middle of nowhere. There was one when the Olympics were in Seoul, Korea. Some little 14-year-old girl in the middle came from nowhere. No one ever heard of her or whatever. She comes into female judo, one of the lighter weights, and wins the whole thing at 14. And judo traditionally is an older, you have to be a little bit more grown up to do it. She just destroyed everybody, like by Ippon all the way through. And people are like, well, where'd this come from? Well, these countries that you don't think anything about have just as much knowledge and just as much love for the sports as we do. And they don't have the opportunities that we do, so no one gets out of the country to see him. But when you get a shot to see a guy like this, he does everything right. And he basically, right now, I have to be honest with you, kicking Gono's ass. Like right now, he's beating Gono. It's unfortunate,
Yeah, SRC is actually putting a lot into these Mongolian fighters. There's said to be about 20 fighters in Asashoryu's camp that they're going to try to start bringing over. Narantungalag is just the tip of the iceberg there.
Which is smart, of course, because the publicity they pick up from having Asashoryu as the manager. We recommence here. Tried to catch the kicking leg again, did Narantungalag.
And you notice as he missed it, he immediately starts throwing again. Like he missed that sweep.
Jumping knee!
And he goes ahead and throws a punch right afterwards. So he's changing up his game. He's going low and high. He's a much more excitable fighter.
Narantungalag checks the low kick. That was nicely done from the Mongolian. And look at Gono, not sure which way to go really. If he drifts off to his left, he walks into the right hand. He goes to his right, he gets into that nice left hook. There's that tagging right hand from Narantungalag. Takes the outside thigh kick. Looks for a right cross counter.
That hook kind of scares me a little bit from Narantungalag because he throws it with so much viciousness. Eventually he's going to miss, and Gono's going to realize it and capitalize on it. He's going to make a miss and then smack him in the back of the head, or side of the head, as he comes back around.
Turning back kick again to the midsection. Little shoulder thrust there from Gono. Backs him against the ropes. He's got the underhooks on here. Will Gono try for a takedown? Spins him around. There's the takedown, but Narantungalag back onto his feet and clips him with that right hand.
What great hips. He completely floated out of both takedown attempts there. There's two in there by Gono. It floats out of both of them just by using his hips and his legs.
Oh, there's that clipping left hook that Frank spoke about. And again, you see Narantungalag, how he sidesteps off, cuts off the ring. And his Gono on the outside almost got caught with a left hook there from the Mongol.
It's almost like his right hand is just a setup. It's a fake. Like his real big punch is his left hook. That's the one he's going to knock him out with if he hits him.
Knees here. And there it is, to the upper rib cage. Narantungalag gets the takedown, goes into side control, knee to the jawline. Hammer fist strikes from the Mongol, then goes inside the half guard.
I can't tell you how impressed I am by this. That was a great sweeping, almost like a Greco-Roman throw to get going around the ground and immediately pounces up in half guard.
This is just domination from Jadamba Narantungalag. Again, 2 clean shots, almost knocked the whiskers off him. Inside the half guard and pounding down the Mongolian. Clips him again with a left hook. Looking for openings, finding openings. Gono taking punishment. It is not the Gono we
I was kind of writing him off a little bit, like just another guy for get Gono a good fight at 155 and kind of develop his record a little bit and get him comfortable with the weight. And I'm sure Gono felt that as well. Thanks for giving me this tomato can. And
I believe that SRC thought that too, Frank.
Yeah.
I think they completely underestimated the talent of Narantungalag.
And now you're looking at it like, wow, man, I thought this guy was a tomato can. An easy win for me, and I'm getting the crap kicked out of me. What am I going to do?
He's just posturing up here, drilling that right hand to the jawline. There it goes again. That one was to the side of the head. Reverse back fist there. Up kick from Gono. He just saw Narantungalag try to pass guard, ended up in half guard, and this is just domination from the Mongolian. I am so impressed, Frank.
We're now in a situation where if Gono doesn't get a submission or a knockout in the 3rd round, he's going to lose this fight. And there's no, because now he's down 2 rounds to 0. How is he going to catch up?
Realistically, though, Frank, you're in the corner of Gono. You're his coach. What does he need to do in the final round? Because as you said, how does he catch up? Winning the round alone will not do it. He needs to finish the fight. How does he finish Narantungalag?
Well, he's going to have to punch and kick in bunches. He's going to have to make him miss with that. That left hook is coming. Make him miss with the left hook and immediately capitalize. Hit him twice as soon as the left hook misses. He's thrown it 17 times and he's never hit him once with it. So the chance of him missing are very high. Allow him to miss it. Allow him to slide by you, and then hit him with a quick 1-2 as he comes back around, and then kick his legs out immediately after he turns, because he has to turn back around. He's missed. He's got his back to you or side to you. Hit him with a 1-2. He'll straighten up and kind of lift his hands up and kick him to the ribs and reset yourself. And
this is why we have you here on HDNet, Frank Trigg, one of the best strategists in the game, breaking it down perfectly. That's exactly what Gono needs to do. Maybe needs to fake. Maybe needs to sucker in Narantungalag to throw that left hand, make him miss, and then go for the counter.
Mike, I wouldn't necessarily say I'm one of the best strategists in the game, but I'll let you say it for me.
Thank you, sir. I will indeed. I will sing your praises as we are ready to rock and roll, where it is all up to Akihiro Gono to do in this 3rd and final round. They touch gloves. Narantungalag just cannot afford to get overconfident, not make a mistake here. Nice knee to the midsection. Good inside thigh kick from the Mongolian. Gono, you see, a switching stance between southpaw and orthodox and southpaw, trying to mix it up.
The problem is now, too, that Gono's a really big movement counter-puncher guy, and he's getting hit as he's moving and trying to counter-punch. So his game that he uses now is not working. What's he going to do now? Tie up, try and put this guy on the ground is the best thing he can do, but he's tried 2 takedown attempts and both got missed.
He is not going to stop Narantungalag with a knee to the midsection. The Mongolian, besides being very impressive with his striking, is built like an absolute tank. And I'm not talking a Sherman tank, I'm talking a German Tiger tank, just built. Hans Thompson, you look like you want to say something.
Michael, another thing a lot of people don't realize about Mongolia is that wrestling is very, very popular there. Historically, it's one of the three disciplines that all Mongolian men are expected to excel at, the other 2 being archery and horseback riding. In modern society, I'd say that wrestling is more useful than those 2 other things.
And you know what the most useful thing in Mongolia is? The Mongolian beef.
I was just going to say the barbecue.
A serve of steamed rice, Mongolian beef every time. And look at Narantungalag again on the front foot, as he has been for 2.5 rounds, just stalking Akihiro Gono. Now, is he going to go into the guard here and pound away on him again? Gono tried to lock up the leg, and he just spun out of there, the Mongolian.
I mean, the Mongolian, too, is getting hit. I mean, he's getting hit in the knee, or by knees in the ribs. Very, very significant. Gono's smacking as much as he can. Kicking his legs out, and he's not just checking him, but he's kind of stepping through him as he's getting hit. So they're having no effect on him, perception-wise at least.
8 passes, goes to side control. That was impressive from Narantungalag. Gono tried to get back to his feet momentarily, back inside the half guard now is the Mongolian. and Gono closes down that leg. Naratungalag's got the right arm locked up, but that leaves his right arm of his own free to tee off on Gono. Back inside the guard now. Nice high posture from Naratungalag. Ooh, digs the elbow into the rib cage and then forces it down again. Then he goes up to the jawline. 2.5 minutes remaining here in the final round. It is still Jadamba Narantungalag's fight. Time is now the enemy of Akihiro gono. Gono is going to need a miracle. He's going to need to find a Hail Mary shot, a Hail Mary submission, or hope that a grand piano falls on the Mongolian. Back onto their feet, which is not where Gono wants to be either. Narantungalag on the front foot. Gono cannot win fighting on the back foot. Cannot win countering alone. There's a good right hand counter, but just didn't follow through. Didn't have the torque to turn the knuckles through to the jaw. Almost gets his head decapitated as Narantungalag goes for the headache maker.
For as much as this guy moves forward, he knows how to get backwards and get out of the way just as quickly.
Oh, wow. Look at that takedown after Gono had the underhooks, tried to mount him, ends up in the half guard here, Narantungalag.
I couldn't tell, was that Taitoshi or Uchimata or what happened in there?
I mean, you saw Gono hit him with some nice right crosses, a couple of good jabs, but once again, Narantungalag's taken the best shots of pound for pound, the best fighters in the world over the last few years. Albert Kraus, Bulgalpo, Pramak and Masato. He's not going to be worried by a Akihiro gono jab or a Gono right cross. Not when he stood up to the crosses of Masato for 3 rounds solid. Gono almost gets collected with the right hand, sinks back down onto a single here. Narantungalag digging away again with that right hand.